Man, Kathy Hochul's got something up her sleeve in terms of Roblox, so we're going to kind of get into what's going on in the safeguards that are currently possibly being put in place from the State of the State address on January 13th. Yeah, that talks about the proposed restrictions of Roblox and kind of what's going on in New York. So let's get into it and see what we can dig up about this, because I've done a little bit of research, but not a whole lot. Anyway, yeah, New York has been and is going to be, presumably, from what I know, they're going to be targeting Roblox over the concept of child safety. And I think that's a really important thing. I think child safety should be the number one priority for a lot of people. It would be stupid not to focus on child safety. I have a child that plays Roblox, and I would love to keep them safe from the bad actors on the website. The predators is what I'll say, because I don't want to say certain words, because I don't want YouTube to be like, that's what they do, bro. YouTube is very strict, which is kind of weird, because, like, I'll see freaking Penguin Zero. He can post whatever he wants, and he never gets in trouble, but as soon as I cussed in a freaking stream, they took away my advanced features, so I will never cuss again on any of my channels. I will, if I do cuss, I will just blurt it out. Anyway, let's get back on track. Yeah, New York they've been targeting Roblox over the concept of child safety, which is very, very, very important. And I think anyone would be ridiculous not to think that was important. Their focus is going to be on people that are grooming people and the bad actors in general on the Roblox platform. They're going to basically prevent minors from talking to strangers on the platform, from viewing them, from tagging them, from adding them to their connections or their friends list, stuff like that. And it would take a parent's approval to override that. And I think that is a really cool inclusion, that they add parental approval, just in case, like, people want to be able to talk to whoever they want to talk to. But I really think it could be a good thing. I feel like they could do a lot better, though, than this freaking chat update. I really think, because, like, the AI moderation can see exactly what you're saying, and I feel like they should be able to detect that. And, like, if I want to talk to my fans, like, why not, bro? I don't know. I just think that would be cool to talk to my fans again. But, I can talk to them on YouTube for now. I mean, eventually, dude, what if YouTube does that? Like, in Australia, people under the age of 16 can't use social media. I don't know if they're still watching YouTube or not, but I think that could happen in America too. But a lot of my audience is over the age of 18. There's a lot of 24 to 35-year-olds that watch, but they don't comment, which is kind of weird. But yeah, they're focusing on, so to get back on topic, they're focusing on online grooming and the Preds. So yeah, that's going to be really, really good for the platform if they do it appropriately and properly. But it's going to further restrict people's interactions on Roblox, which might further drive the player base down. And I think maybe in like a few years we might see some of that rolled back with the advancements of AI moderation, which would be really cool. That I could talk to my fans again, because the chat was such a big part of it. But yeah, New York is basically saying that Roblox is not doing enough to keep people safe on the platform. They're not doing enough. But I feel like their AI moderation plus the face check is like really an extreme amount of moderation and restrictions. So I don't know why they think that Roblox is not doing enough. Some may say that they've done too much, and I really feel like they could heavily dial in that AI moderation and like really fix things, because they have the power, they have the tools, they just need to use them. But yeah, they've been accusing Roblox of they're not doing enough apparently. These new laws could basically force even stricter tools for moderation. They're gonna basically, in New York, Roblox would be the most restricted platform out of any platform that exists, in my opinion, because with the AI verification plus the AI moderation plus New York's new laws that prevent even more stuff from happening on the platform, from the State of the State address on the 13th, I think they're gonna they're gonna really lose a lot of players in New York. I feel like if it's anything like the AI freaking face checking thing, but we'll see. It could just be a few restrictions, but like I said, parents can override that so that kids can still talk to each other, which is cool. But yeah, I might need to put together a group of friends that I can play with on the channel that are my age, which would be really cool. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of possible limits on some of the social features and chat features. So even further than what you've seen with the face update, more restrictions, more social features removed. So they're gonna basically, it's not even gonna feel like a social game anymore, and it's almost as extreme as Australia's freaking ban on social media for anyone under the age of 16. So we're gonna see a lot of that freaking stuff just go away on the platform. It's gonna be something, that's for sure. There's a lot of debates on parents, or a lot of debates between parents and players, and those have been heating up recently, and it's becoming more and more widespread. So you're gonna see there's a lot of people just debating on this, arguing about this, whether it's good, whether it's bad, and I've seen it from both sides. I've seen some people say the new updates are gonna really be a nice step in the right direction to protect kids, but as you can see, a lot of people have been able to bypass that, and a lot of people have been mislabeled and misrepresented in terms of their age because the AI moderation and the AI face checking system is just not perfect at all. It's finicky at best, so yeah. I don't know why I do that. I'm making sounds with my voice because I love making sounds with my voice. That's why I make the YouTube videos, because it's fun. But yeah, there's a lot of debates heating up between parents and players, and developers are worried. And worried is probably appropriate because they're going to lose a lot of chat features. They're going to lose a lot of social features. So a lot of people develop their games because around the social aspect of Roblox, and it's really just removing all social aspects. And this can even affect kids talking to other kids potentially, depending, because if another kid's a stranger, then maybe they can't talk to them without parental overriding, which could really suck for a lot of people. And that's just something that we're going to have to deal with. And I don't know how you guys feel about it. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel about New York kind of adding even more restrictions on top of the restrictions that have already been placed on the Roblox platform. I don't know. I feel like AI moderation and not having that chat update with heavy AI moderation plus heavy manual moderation in a bigger team in the moderation department could probably make it to where we could all talk again. I think that could even happen on social media platforms for places like Australia. Maybe 13 plus could go back to using social media with a lot of AI moderation and a lot of manual moderation with bigger teams, bigger enforcements in place to protect everyone. And I feel like people could interact again, which would be really cool. But, now they can't talk to strangers that are adults, and that kind of was weird to me when my kid was playing Roblox. I was kind of like, well, I don't really want you talking to adults, but, I think I'm in the public space, so if my fans talk to me, then there's no real big issue. Yeah. So developers are worried about creative restrictions, and it is a bit of a slippery slope, I will say, towards government regulation. And a lot of other states could start freaking doing the exact same thing that New York's doing, and it could become an Australia situation, but with Roblox instead of social media. And what this means for the future of Roblox, well, the future of Roblox is potentially cooked if you look at it from a social standpoint, but a lot more people are protected, I guess. But yeah, you're going to see a lot more restrictions in the future when it comes to Roblox, and I think it's not going to slow down until AI moderation and manual moderation get better. So hopefully that can be improved. But yeah, that's all I got for today, guys. Thank you for listening. What do you think about New York doing this? And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.